All right. Hold on a second here. I got new shenanigans afoot. All right. Dunk, dunk, dunk. One more minute. What does it look like back there? Huh. Nice messy background. It's awesome. Don't want that. And music. Dun 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 dun. Ding. All right, it's Fiona Apple Day. Extraordinary Machine again. So the view looks a little different because I'm utilizing my standing desk, which I don't do often enough to justify its cost. So we're going to change that a little bit. My back is still all jacked up, and sitting in that chair yesterday for 3 hours talking to you fine folk did not help all of the time. All right, cool. So today, I guess I didn't put a subject matter. We're going to finish up the art section, and then we're just going to grab some sort of random document that needs to be done. So it might start off a little slow, but hopefully there'll be some good design work. All right. Keep me mean. I'm most of it. I'm an extraordinary machine. For all I know, I'm like super out of tune because I've never done any kind of singy stuff, which is apparent. But it makes me happy. And a lot of times I don't know the words because a lot of times I don't listen to the words. It depends on the artist. There's a couple artists. Tori Amos, I listen to a lot, and I don't know half her lyrics because it's just the sound of her voice doing music stuff. And that's what's fascinating to me more than the actual lyrics themselves. Fiona Apple is kind of like, Fiona Apple to me is her and, what's that lady's name? Regina Spektor, I think. They both use their voice to make, like guttural stops and odd little beat choices and that kind of thing, which I think is pretty cool. Treat me mean. I'll make the most of it. I'm an extraordinary machine. Like even the way she says extraordinary in the song Extraordinary Machine is like intentional and odd in a good way. All right. So we have one more. We have room for one more artist, which we're going to do Rob Carlos, who's a guy who was the artist guest of honor in number 44, 2021, maybe 22, something in there. I didn't do the program that year, so I don't remember. And he's got a couple pieces that he submitted. But I think I'm going to ask for a different one. But we have to find out whether we've used it already as well, because I don't want to put something in there that that we've already used. So I have the thing that I kind of want, so I think I'm gonna. Did he say I could do here? So somebody sent me. Oh, okay, cool. Somebody sent me a copy of the book, the 44 program, where he was artist guest of honor. A page down to the freaking bottom here. Oh, cool. Okay. Don't want to zoom in. What do I want to do? Well, I want to go forward. Whoa. Okay. Oh, then I can just scroll. Cool. All these viewers. Sorry, you're not really, I can't tell, but I'm guessing you're not really getting my face in here, which isn't optimal. There you go. What's that? Because my face is what you're here for. All right, there we go. My lovely profile. 13. Oh, yeah, there's the crows. This lady. There's Rob. There's a dragon. Ah, don't know that person. Don't know that person. Cat. Oh, that was, no, somebody else. Somewhere in here. Oh, there we go. Oh, there's a couple pieces. Somewhere down in here is a gallery of some sort. Tentacle monsters, person. Oh, yeah. There's the one piece I wanted to use. It was a clockwork dragony thing, which is pretty cool. I'm guessing the Minotaur is in here too. I liked that. Plus, sometimes I don't think about things. I mean, I think about things as far as like the quality of the artwork itself, obviously, but there's also a weird little thing about stuff like matching up. Oh, yeah, there's the Minotaur. Okay, so that is 3 of the 4. He's got these NTF paintings that he did that are pretty good. I didn't see the orangey dragon one though, the sun. That would work really well here. Oh, nope. That's a broken link. All right, so let's do. It's going to be chaos. Yeah, that's what I figured. Let's do this. Let's open a new document. You can do a new from clipboard, which is cool. And just kind of grabs it. Oh, there we go. I'm not loving Affinity's crop tool is like needlessly complicated. My guess is that it's one of those sort of like, it's actually more functional if you use it correctly. But I just want to crop shit. But you can do it. I think you can crop it like non-destructively, but I don't get what the difference is between that and the vector crop tool, because the vector crop tool crops non-destructively. So I don't know why you need a rastery one, I guess. I don't know. I don't work for Affinity, so who knows? All right, so then I think I could do this. Oh, nope. Nope. Rasterize and trim. There we go. Okay, so now it's the actual size it's supposed to be. Copy. This is going to look garbagey on this page. Oh, no, it actually won't. All right. It'll look okay. Okay, so that looks pretty good. I'm going to send out a quick email here. 2 quick emails. I was lying. Oops, close that. Close that. All right, cool. All right, let's do it. We get to do some actual stuff. Same shit as always. Oh, Sailor, why'd you do it? I probably should listen to a different album of hers at some point, but why? There we go. Okay. Oh, almost. But there is give on the side. Let's do this. We'll say when I first decided to switch from Adobe, and that's a whole rant that I do on a couple of my other videos. And I don't know what the fuck Adobe is doing nowadays, but it's not making me happy as a user. So I decided to switch, even though I'd been using Adobe since early 2000s, probably. And, you know, it's like hardwired. It's freaking hardwired into muscle memory. So several people at Norwescon use Affinity because they're not like professional graphic designers. They just need something that kind of does that kind of stuff. And they weren't like Adobe people to begin with. So they got to kind of just learn a new program, and they didn't have to unlearn an old program. So I'm like, all right, well, I'll try it out. I'd heard okay things about it. And then the files would, in theory, will be compatible. I said grabbing that one, but not grabbing this one. This is so weird. Auto select? I turn auto select on. What happens? Nothing. Objects, groups. Auto select groups? Okay, that's weird. I forgot to look into that, and I don't want to do it now because you guys have more important things to do than watch me like look shit up, which I still do too much of. All right, there we go. Anyway, so I started using it, and at first I just used it on personal projects, RPG projects, and that kind of thing. And so you learn a certain set of particular skills or whatever. But having to do this, you know, Monday through Friday, as I have for the last couple of weeks or so, this is the rubber meet hits the road part, right? It's the intense kind of like, you got to get this stuff done because there's a deadline. I definitely do have to get this stuff done. Da, 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 da. So it's interesting because like I'll struggle with the thing, and you guys watch me struggler, and then I come back the next day and I just kind of do it automatically or do a better version of it even sometimes. Selection stuff. I don't know if you've. I think it was yesterday and the day before I was messing around with something I can't remember, trying to explain how to do a thing, and then when I came back yesterday, I just like did the thing. There's still going to be stuff that'll come up though. Like it's definitely like having to. Oop. Yes, it's definitely a struggle. Not like a capital S struggle. There it is. Okay. Oh, that's still. Oh no, I got that. Okay. And I've used Adobe for decades. So it's like, of course, it's gonna be a struggle to learn something new. And I'm old. Old people don't learn new stuff, right? Old dogs tricks, whatever that saying is. But my mom, rest in peace, when she was about my age now, might have been a little before that, but not too much, but basically like in her 50s, decided to teach herself Photoshop just out of the blue. Like she'd been doing a lot of arts and crafty stuff, collage stuff, and all that. And she's like, I want to get into like photo manipulation and blah, 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 blah. I was like, oh, all right, knock yourself out, Ma. So I guess I use that kind of as an inspiration to, it's too light, to continually learn. Which was funny because there was somebody told me about a study, which again, haven't seen the study, don't know if it's complete nonsense, but they're kind of discovering that 60-ish is a good peak for cognitive stuff if you've haven't completely degenerated yourself through drug and alcohol or whatever else kind of thing, that you're still capable of sort of like learning stuff. So it's like, all right, I'll put that to the test as I roll into that. They also supposedly discovered that you don't gradually age. Like there's just, excuse me, there's just like drop offs basically, where all of a sudden it's like, oh, you're old. And I definitely had one of those when I was 40. I was weirdly in the best shape that I've ever been in when I was 40. I was going back to school. Oops, let's get rid of that. I don't know what that does, but yeah, I was getting a formalized graphic design degree. And then there was a gym, part of the community college. No, that's not going to work. So I was basically going and like, I was pretty physically active through most of my life, football related especially. And so I basically was working out in between classes or whatever, or at the end of the school day if I didn't have like murderous homework, which we did sometimes. It was a bunch of credits. Oh, nope. So yeah, I was lean. I was a lean, mean fighting machine. And then partway through that year, just like I was doing some wind sprints and tore my calf badly, and was basically like limping around for. Oh, I gotta make it bigger. Okay, cool. Basically laid up for like about 18 months, I think, before I could walk again well. And then that was the end of that. It was like whatever physical prowess I had at that point was like done. And I feel like I might, hopefully, I mean, in some ways, hopefully, I'm in the middle of one now because I have this back thing and this other stuff that's been going on. And it's not super bad so far, but it's going to suck if this is just like a little bump. And then, 5 years from now, there's like a big drop off a cliff. But I do try to stay mobile. I take walks, and then it gets winter time, and I don't want to take walks. We do have we used to have a really small, like 900 square foot little cottage that we lived in. Everything was like right around me. And now we're in a old house built in the 60s, like a split level, about 2,000 square feet, I think, on about a third of an acre, I want to say. So I have to walk around a lot more now. It's like even if I want to go up and get a snack or something, it's like walking from one end of the house to the other. Oh, like this. And so that's helped, quote unquote. Oh, I think I'm going to do something different here. That's right. Yeah. Okay. One of these, I'm pretty sure, is two artists. I'm beginning to think this program has the ability to create. Damn it. Has the ability to create symbols, which are you might draw like a tree, but then you go over to your symbols palette. You can drag, yeah, it's right here. You can drag in like 20 trees or whatever. And I'm thinking maybe, let's see here. Boink. Cool. Should have done that like 2 days ago. Super cool. I don't know why I can't just tap it to right click. Like, what is this all about? Why can't I just double tap it? More than once. It's a dog. All right. Know me oh my goodness. All right. That's both of them, and that's one of them. Started. That's a good spot for that. I think it is. Love where it started. Just had some dark chocolate right before I started here. I think that's today's excuse for my occasional cough. It's always something. Let's see here. I think this will be too much, but we're going to try it out. Oh. The window. I thought about extending it here to clear to there, but Gestalt. The undefinable sense of making things look appropriate, I guess, intentional. I don't know. Anyway, line it up with this little notch here. As long as it's lined up with something. The window. Me. All right. I guess I kind of went a little too far here. Oh, that's right. I created new pages and it freaking did all of them for some reason. Oh no, these are the pro panelists. Never mind. I thought they were more art placeholders, but they're not. Okay, so that is good. Like a window, I had to say. All right. let's go find some stuff. Oh. Hello. Hello. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Drive download? Yup. Nice. Okay. The publication lead sent me some for the Philip K. Dick Awards page. Okay. Sent me some low-res covers because they don't have the high-res ones yet. But they're going to do... oh, shit. Wink. Cool. They're going to do place-holding duty. The standing desk things worked out okay so far. Like, I'm not all super achy and scrolling around. Get tired at a certain point, but we'll see how that goes. Oh, no, that's the wrong folder. Oh, it's clear over here. That's hilarious. I have my microphone kind of in the way. I opened it up. I'm like, wait, that's artwork. That's not right. I close the stupid, and then I close the stupid thing. Cool. Additional. All right, extract the zip file. And then I grab the zip file and put it inside the newly created folder with all the art or whatever. Oh, look at that. Paperback covers. That is dope. All right, let's go up to there. This might logically might feel like a waste of time. Like, why not just wait for the high-res covers? But that's not true. Because it allows me to basically finish this page. Uh-oh. Or more or less except for that artwork, and then I can just plug the artwork in. Where otherwise the artwork is, the lack of artwork is kind of holding me back. Oh, no. Oh, no. they aren't marked by, they're marked with like a little initials. They aren't marked by the publisher. Golly. So I'm going to have to go find a list. Let's see here. They're labeled for use, just not my use. Oh, there it is. And their official website's offline right now, so. Okay, let's figure this out here. So Sunward by William Alexander is Saga. Saga! Nice. Oh, yeah, of course they're going to be. That's fine. So let's. I don't even know what it would be. There's a way to kind of like maximize this. Sorry, to basically make this fit. Without stretching it. It's not helping. You're not helping, sir. Not the document, I want the image. Resizing images. Guys. Ah, there we go. Picture frame. Okay, that's what I got here. Oh, there it is. That's all the stuff. All right, so let's drag it into here. Let's do that. Range. Properties. Oh, yeah. Scale to min fit. Anchor to center. Stretch, no. Scale to min fit. That's what I want. Oh my God, did that do it that much? Oh, it did. That's a tiny image. She was right. That's cool, though. All right, cool. Cool. Well, I guess that was the end of... No, it's not the end. YouTube's quick on the trigger today to get me to go have to play stuff or whatever. Right. So man, I have too many things open. My partner will have like 128 fucking tabs open in the browser, which is pretty funny. All right, Outlaw Planet is Orbit, which is next. Right click, frame properties, scale to min fit, casual, which is there. That's Tiberius, 10 Tembrus. It's a fine line between having a cool name and having a cool pronounceable name. Tenebrus. Yeah, maybe. All right, Immeasurable Heaven. Solaris. See, Solaris just rolls off the tongue. Doink. All right, Certain Suns and Other Stories. There we go. Thomas Ha. Undertow. There we go. There's a comic book artist named Gene Ha. I'm sure they are not related, as I'm guessing that's a fairly common last name. But that's what it reminded me of. Angry Robot. Boink. Okay, cool. City of All Seasons. Titan. So one of the things I can talk about, though I'm not doing it currently, is I do love this little function right here. So it puts in these little doodads. This is the scale. So I can basically zoom in or out, right? Which is great. I should be using that more for the images I've been placing, actually. I just realized. And then this moves it around. So you can grab that one and move it this way. Just move it all around wherever. And then that one rotates it. So anyway, pretty cool little controller. And yeah, all that, it's too late now, right? I just did like all of the artwork. But when the, well, and I was going to say when the high res art comes in, but that is mostly all high res art, aside from the ones at the end. Oh, I guess Geneva's is all low res. But yeah, I should have created a text frame for it and punched it in. And then I would have had more flexibility on where to place it and all the rest of that. Just realized that. All right, so that is cool and set. And then let's go check some documentation. Cool. Attach this year's announcement and list of previous winners. Both have gone through editing. Okay, okay, that was somebody else too. Okay, so we're going to wait on the list. Cool. And then all right, that is a conversation that does not concern me. Those are the best kind, honestly. Okay, I'm going to hold on to that, but I don't think it's relevant at this point. Okay. Club tables and dealer's room. Oh. Cool. Why do I keep closing the stupid... Ugh. Dummy. Keep closing my browser window thing that I use. I'm like, oh, I'm done with this part. And close it. It's just like, Bow, bow. There we go. Cool. Cool. I'm actually getting close. I'm not saying close to the end, but I'm getting close to the maximum amount of stuff that I can do here. Oh, jeez. That's it. I wonder if we want websites. Probably. Let's check here. About love. That's stupid ape. Nice. Cool. Let's see how this came in. Calibri. Nice. All right, Calibri. Better. Oh, look at you with your long title. All right, I'll deal with that later. It's possible that they'll want websites, which is going to be not super good for me. I'll figure it out. All right, and then what's the other one? Club tables. That's easy. Cool. Is that it? It is it. Is that no style again? Nice Calibri. Yep. All right, so let's go dark. Get everything. Yep. Yep. Oh, after telling you guys how I screwed this up by not saving, I did it again. There. All right. I'm going to definitely do something cool with this. This is a later date thing. Put the lines up that way, probably go down this way, make some cool little like fucking design of some kind. I have to figure out whether or not I need to have website information first. So we're just going to hold off on that. All right, let's see. Get rid of that. Camera. Get rid of that. So somewhere I'm wondering if the member, I don't think the, is there a, covers low, oh dang it. Stop with this nonsense. You guys are killing me here with this fucking bullshit. All right, so that is 48. That's what I'm working on, right? Art for program book is there. Ads is there. I have one. I have one ad right now. That's not right and dumb. Oh, there's an ad tracking thing. And then staff photos. Okay, might wait on those. What happened to my, oh, Fiona's done. Done, Fiona, done. I am not in the mood for Blue Oyster Cult. I'm kind of in the mood for Court of the Crimson King, though. That's a nice suggestion, YouTube. Let's do it. Yeah, get my prog rock on. Okay, so that's dealer club tables. Oh, the in memorandum. Let's go here. Yeah. And I forgot what the stupid word was. Just from 2 seconds ago. Memoriam. Century schizoid man. Bow, 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 bow. Probably should shave here at some point. That's neither here nor there. Take 10 years off. Yeah? Does it look weird that way? I don't know if this is going to work or not. Let's find out. Oh, that's not what I wanted at all. What's going on? There we go. Now, what I want is this. Yes. Yes. Dun, 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 dun. I could go grab that other one that I did, but I don't remember where it's at. Because I know I made it slightly smaller than the width. I'm not going to be able to duplicate that just arbitrarily. Where was that? I wonder, was it up here? No, those are all... Yeah, I need to make like a circle. Oh, it's the artist one, yeah. I don't know why I made that slightly smaller. It actually now looks weird to me. Yeah, that's it right there. Okay, so now we have our new symbol function I forgot about. Technically dot for I's and J's, but we're going to just call it dot for I for now. That is awesome. I'm glad I remembered that. It's going to save me so much work so I can go through and just dot the shit out of things. I don't think the should do it though. No, because I'm going to be doing stuff up in. It'll work though, right? Is that scaled right? It's not scaled right. That's okay though. Scale. Okay, cool. Oh, this is scaling the outline. Sometimes I don't want that. I should figure out where that is. Scale, range, preview. I'm not going to worry about it right now. Okay, cool. I don't even know how big this is going to be yet. All right, so, and it's a different color. That's awesome. So that's a couple pages for that. What else am I missing now? Staff stuff. Land acknowledgement. Okay, dealers. Okay, the staff photos. It's usually a spread. Memorials are crapshoot because it depends on. I think there's like one dude in charge of memorials now. I was a bad boy back in the day when I was first doing this program, and I was kind of editing some of the memorials a little bit to make them fit, writing them out, but I think somebody does all that now. So that is at least a spread and maybe a little bit for staff. Stay. Whole stack of stuff was about ready to pitch. Excuse me. All right. Oh, I know. Oh, hold on there. Boom. Should be enough for that. Kind of. Land acknowledgement and members. Okay. One, two, three, four. Ah, dang it. I hit the wrong back button. Oh, it worked out okay. I went back in the video instead of the finding the tab with my list of stuff on it. I was like, oh no. All right. Let's program content. All right, let's see what's going on here. Program contains the following. Letter from the chair, articles, guest of honor, multi-page with artist, guest of honor, yep. Pro bios, yep. List of artists. Shit. Did I do a list of artists? Yeah, I did. Right for the gallery, right? Right there? Yes, that's the list of artists. Okay. List of dealers. Club tables as well. Staff photo. Staff photo and list. Okay. Memorials. Land acknowledgement. All right. Then we have the Philip K. Dick. Oh, Charity. Okay, it looks like we're not doing members stuff anymore. So, off we go. All right, so we have a charity page. That should be last, honestly. This is not the inside back cover. That is the other thing. Nope. That is not how you spell charity. What's going on there? I just ignore my type. And it's just like, yep, go fuck yourself. All right, let's try that again. I did it again. What are you doing? Ugh, my goodness. Charity page. Thank you. That's all I wanted. See? See how easy that was? Program. This is the middle ground where everything's kind of like, bleh, and then all of a sudden everything will be just design work. I'm actually sort of intentionally saving. This is going to be such a pain in the ass. That's always the most work. But I'm kind of intentionally saving the guest of honor stuff maybe for last or close to last. So I just put an ad there, but we don't even have an ad for that. We have one ad so far. So let's do this. Let's take the charity page. Oh, that was awkward. No, what am I doing? I'm undoing things. Hopefully that's not gonna affect too much. There. What's going on? Why did I lock that a million years ago? Who's to say? Nope. All right, what's going on? Yeah, charity page, right? Where's it at? Where's my text? Oh, it's over there. The thing that I like, that it pasted in the same spot you pull it from, which overall is nice, except when you're trying to move stuff to another page and then it's like, or the opposite page, and then it's like, oh no. So I don't think we need 4 pages. There we go. Okay, so if we put the charity page there, I could put it at the end actually. Staff photo and list. Yeah, I think I'll put it at the end. Okay, so Club Taylor's. Now there is a chance if I add websites to all these artists, which would be nice for the artists, honestly. It pushes everything a page instead of a spread, which isn't great for that, especially. And I could technically open up another piece of artwork from somebody. It also loses this though, because you end up having this basically covering both sides. Those are design challenges. Okay, we're getting to it. I'm going to get an answer back about adding websites to these. And if I do have to do that, I may do that right now. Otherwise, I may be pretty close to calling it. Oh, this might not have to be an ad either. All right. One more email, I promise. And then, well, I mean, you're here to watch me work, so you can always tune out and come back later. Or fast forward. You can fast forward until I'm actually doing design work. That's the case. Oh. All right. So that email was basically seeing this is normally kind of a premium ad space, but we have, as far as I understand, a business card sized ad, which I can push in anywhere, wherever. And the only full page ad we have is from the publisher guest of honor, which I can put on the inside front cover, which is basically like the prime spot, right? Because it's like cover, and then you open the book up and you're like, oh, there's an ad for this publisher. And then the front piece, which is this page right here, is the next thing you see. And then normally you'd flip you know, flip the page, and then there might be another big ad, and then the table of contents, because the table of contents I feel is kind of more natural on the right-hand side, and we don't need a spread for that. So we're doing the land acknowledgement thing that we've talked about, and I'm like, we're going to do a land acknowledgement. I don't want to bury it in the back like it's an obligation or whatever. Like, put it right here, make it look all nice. And so, boom, right away. And then you get the table of content, and you get on with your day. And then this back page, the inside back cover, there normally is a big old ad too. But if we only got the one ad, we could put all kinds. We could put whatever there, because that's another kind of premium spot. It'll also technically be printed in better paper. Better paper, glossy paper, whatever. Better paper. Except that glossy paper doesn't look like text on it, doesn't look as good. So different paper. I'm going to do the colors for these guys too. It's funny, I skipped over to that one and just blew that one off. All right. So, yeah, we're getting, I don't want to say close. We're not anywhere near close, but it's looking okay. I'm going to have to add 2 pages right here. Because I am confident memorials will not just be a page. Or I'm not confident. It's actually kind of weird to hope that they are more than they're 2 spreads worth of memorials. That would be sad. But they usually are more than a page. So the memorial section, sometimes, well, always, there'll be famous people that have died over the last year in the world of science fiction, fantasy related stuff. Sometimes actors. I remember Bill Paxton, who was an awesome actor that died way too young. Was in Aliens and a bunch of other movies. When he passed, we gave him like a little memorial. Did I just like spit on my screen there? But also some of it is fans, you know, people that have been coming to the convention a long time and getting older and all that. So there's definitely some. And I want to make sure that we've sort of allocated enough pages. So I haven't heard back yet about if I have to do websites for the club lists, which the negative is not that negative. Like the negative is just more work. It's kind of a pain in the ass for me because I'll have to reformat the spreadsheet that I was given so that I can copy and paste so that they'll all line up the way they're supposed to line up. It's more work, but it's not horrible. Up here, it's going to be way more work. I'm going to have to insert a spread, throw this piece onto that spread, find another piece to throw onto to the other side of the spread, because I don't want to bump everything up one, because that'll cause all kinds of fucking chaos. And then this will become a spread, basically. So this piece of art may be as simple as moving this piece of art over here and then just having, but you know, imagine these artist names with like their websites afterwards. That's going to take up a bunch of space. Like 2 columns for this column will double. And then here's another doubled column over here, which means this piece, maybe this piece ends up on that other spread and this just becomes color. That might be what I do. So that's in the back. That'll be kind of the quick solution. This just becomes a double page thing down here. And then this stuff just gets all text. Maybe a little piece of spot art or something. Also wanted to put in the freaking, Geneva did these like planets, planets with women. Like, I don't think they're astrology sign related. I can't remember if there's symbology on them, but they're definitely like the planets. And they're pretty cool. And I want to get them in here somewhere. But I don't know if I'll have room Did I? Oh, there's the charity page. What was I going to do there? Maybe that's where those lady planets go. Right? I should try that out for fun. Do I have them downloaded is the question. Stefan or Art. I don't want to talk blasphemy about King Crimson, but the B-side of... Well, I can't say the B-side. What is going on? What is... Yeah, Moonchild. That is not my favorite thing. I guess it's almost over. Then we'll get into the Court of the Crimson King stuff. I get why they're, you know, they have their place in history that they have. Like, I'm not trying to talk shit about King Crimson, but Moonchild is a little noodly for my tastes. All right, what's I looking up here? Art. There we go. Geneva's art. Oh, there's a couple of them. Did I grab all of them? Did I grab any of them? I thought I saw a couple. Oh, I wanted to use this hexagon piece too. God dang it. I don't want to use it there though. I want to use it on a spread. I might make that her... Yeah, let me... I'm not sure what I'm doing with this thing yet. I like these hexagons. I'd like to put this over here and just like extrapolate the hexagons for the whole page. I think it'd be cool. So I'll think about that. Fairies, 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 fairies. Did all the fairies already? Oh, well, there's two of the planetoid ladies, but that was it. I just grabbed the two sun ones and called it a day. All right, well, let's get online. Are there 9 planets? Yeah. I wonder if she did Pluto. There's 8 planets. I wonder if she did Pluto. How about that? All right. Oh, weapons fairies. Planets. Personal series of... Oh, there's 12. Oh, it includes the moon and Milky Way. All right, cool. So that... Probably the sun, which that one probably is, actually. Is that the sun? Oh, okay, cool. Don't know if I have room for 12, but... Can I get 4 of them on a freaking page? Of the Crimson King. See, now we're into the good stuff. Oh no. I just wanted to put a percentage in there, you dumb thing. Can I just put a percentage? Can I not do that? Oh well. Got to be something in between. There's nothing between 67% and 50%. That's annoying. All right, that's what I'll have to do. I don't have all day here. Let's go. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. There's 4 of them. There's the other 4. Yeah, that makes sense. 3 times 4 is 12. Oh, what did I... No, I did not want to pop this out. You stupid, stupid thing. All right, well... Don't need anything else over there. All right. Screw you, rate monitor. Save this. Probably should save. Don't remember how to do stupid. Exporting. I don't remember how to do the layers thing again. I'd only done it the one time. In the court of the Crimson King. Oop. Let's see if it'll accidentally write over itself. Oop. Okay, cool. Whoa. Weird. opened on my other screen. And opened again on my other screen. I had a toggle box clicked. Guarantee. Guaranteed. All right, I have my answer, it looks like, for whether or not to get more work. Oh, no, maybe not. That was my phone being behind the times. All right. Yeah. It's my phone being behind the times. Cool. I like it. Now, about these planetary ladies. I could do my favorite 9 on here and just call it good. That would be the sun and 8 planets. In order, of course. I would have to kind of interpret which ones are which I'm not sure I'm capable of. Although I guess I could just roll over the... Oh, no, no, no. This. This. There we go. That's already there. I guess it wasn't because it didn't have the squares. Okay, so now I'm going to do the thing I should have been doing this whole time. Nice. Okay, now should have this bookmarked by now. I closed her website by accident a couple minutes ago, and it's like, there we go. It's like I've had it open for days, of course. There's no reason to close it because I'm just like... 20th century schizoid man. So this isn't... It doesn't have like a little hover over thing. I feel like that's the sun, though. She said there was a Milky Way one. Oh, that's that one. That's a cool one, though. Oh. That's a bummer. Okay, so let's go find the sun. Schizoid man. Where's she at? She's in here. Oh, let's go. Is it a right click? Frame properties, scale to max fit. Yeah, that's fucking cool. Look at that. All right, but that's not the sun. All right. Or, I mean, that's not what I want for the sun. Does this have a place? Okay, cool. Cool. Well, it took like 2 hours, but you finally may have learned something. Or I learned something, certainly. Scale to max fit. So good. There we go. Cool. Now, in order of shenanigans. Now it's going to get weird. So I don't know if that's the moon or Mercury or that's Uranus because the feckin' orbit is horizontal. That's cool as shit. That's definitely Jupiter. That's definitely Mars. Where's Earth, I wonder? Is that Earth? Oh, yeah, that's Earth. Okay, cool. All right, so let's start and go around this way, I guess. So that's Earth, which is that beautiful lady. Which is... Here we go. Set, yeah. That's right, frame properties. Cool. Bam, Mars, done. Gotta move her around a little bit. Should be lined up though. Should probably be lined up with the other one. I don't have to be particular about this because I need high-res versions of it later. This doesn't matter. Okay. So now Jupiter, which is same one. Interesting. I've only done this 20 times now. You'd think that I would have figured it out. That looks like a Jupiter, you guys, right? Yeah. Venus. Yeah. I think, right? Yeah. Venus. The... Shit, it's right there. All right. Saturn. Sorry, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus. Neptune is furthest out. Yeah. Because of Neptunian Neptunian object something something. Trans Neptune objects. That's pretty smart actually. Like that. And it's possible that Saturn is the big hat lady that I like. I used to kind of be in those colors, and that does look like Neptune then. Okay, yeah, it's making more sense now. This has been a fun little adventure. Look at that gorgeous thing. So good. All right. And then, oh, she literally has the little trident. Yeah, that's me being a dummy. Oh. Oh, man. That's dumb of me. I just drug it from the website. Would have been a lot easier, huh? Oh, well. Again, I got to swap all these out eventually anyway, so. So basically, well, yeah, the names won't matter either. Let's try that again then. Boom. Boom. Oh, I'm missing the background of it a little bit because of the thing. Which will bug me, even though it won't, again, won't matter at all. But it'll bug me. I think Saturn started out as my fave, but it was mainly just the hat. It was a nice hat. But now I'm growing partial to. I think this is a super smart idea like that. I really like Neptune. I think might be my favorite. All right, Mercury. No idea. There's probably a symbol on this too that I'll miss. Unless. Is that Mars? And this is Mercury? No, I feel like the. Oh, yeah, of course that's Mars because there's two planets or two moons, Deimos and Phobos. So I feel like that's got to be Mercury. All right, so what's left here? We've got that, which does not feel like our moon because there's rocks around it for some reason. And I'm not clever enough to. Feels almost like the asteroid belt. Oh, it could be the asteroid. Well, no, because there's a planet. That's definitely the Milky Way, so that's cool. That's definitely something. All right, let's do this. I think that's Mercury, but Oh, Mercury is the little horn doodad then. So that is this one. There's so much blue in that, though, I wonder. I wonder if there's like an iron or a color thing that I haven't read about. Does that make that? Oh, we determined that one as Venus. That's right. Fun. Is that the moon? No, that's too liquidy. Oh, no. That's definitely a moon symbol. Oh, I'm blind too. Like, she definitely has symbols on all of this stuff. And I'm just like missing it, being a dummy. All right, let's see here. Yeah, see, that's the symbol from, that's the Mercury's symbol. I'm not sure the blue might be like an alchemical thing. All right, there's the moon. Oh, here's a whole bunch of symbols. Cool. Sun, Mars, yep. Jupiter, yep. Saturn. Oh. Yeah, right there. That's all right. Can't tell. It doesn't look like the traditional one that's on here, but I'm gonna have to assume this is Saturn. Uranus. I mean, that has the vertical loop, so I don't know that it needs any. Oh, that's right there. Neptune, duh. Trident. That is Mercury. All right. So once I figured out there were symbols on them, it's almost like cheating. Yeah, okay. All that'll go away when I get the full size ones. So yeah, that'll be pretty cool. Time we got 3:49. It's almost time to quit. I quit. Right. It's starting to turn into something. I was kind of unsure when I started out what was going to go on. So I got to match this up somehow. These two things do not go together. Actually, before I forget, well, actually, yeah, there we go. All right, so I kind of like the Norwescon just cutting through it that way. Right? Cool. Let's try this thing out. I've not been doing right. The job just became like so much easier. Good. Just leave that there just for a sec. Because another artist without their name on their work. You've already talked about that. We won't drill it into the ground again. Harbinger, I think it's called. No way, they don't have the title of the thing. If I could search in the email. Yep, there it is. All right, thanks about the book, Harbinger. Okay, that's Michael. That is incorrect. I copied this over there, but I didn't change the name of that piece of art, or that artist. Good catch, me. All right, what's going on? So that finally ended. What else is YouTube recommending? Yeah, Fleetwood Mac rumors. Let's do it. Heard all of these songs on the AM radio when I was a kid. This album was everywhere. Nothing to say. On taking my place. Times go bad. Times go rough. Tall grass and let me do my stuff. And to do. Times go bad. Get enough. Where did it go? Down, 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 down. I think Long Walk is another Michael one. Yeah, it is. Okay. He gets the be the only guy that gets the person that gets their stuff jumped across the page here. Well, this other one might be his too. I don't know. It is not. Okay, good. No. I'm just secondhand news. I'm just secondhand news. Yeah. I'm just secondhand news. What's going on? Oh, because I changed it to goddamn object. It'll save me for coloring it. Or having to color it. I can tell that one's off. Probably going to go back through all these at a certain point and like clean up all the, put the picture frames in there like I'm supposed to. Still like rain. That was on the other page. I could have just used the one that was there. Good time. Yes, in the heartbeat. Realness of the country. And I know it happens when it's raining. What? Why is this locked? That's weird. Ashes, you know. Oh, because I turned it off. So clever. Yeah, that's better. Visions to myself. Okay, good. All right, so then let's do this. This one's fine because I don't need it to fit. It's not going to fit inside a. Yeah, okay. Is that right? Yeah. Actually. Did I leave a little cube lying around? Where's my cube? Nope. Okay. All right, Pierce, if you ever watch this, I have two tips for you. One is make your signature bigger. Integrate it with the image. And two, I feel like, and this is completely unsolicited, I feel like this needs better contrast. It's like almost a washed outness to it that I'm not sure you intended. It's a cool image. It's a little digital, but I mean that's a thing that happens. It's possible that something happened on the export, the color space or whatnot. That's no good because that's going to be almost the same color as that other thing. There's the thing I took it from. There we go. Da, da, da. Ooh. To win. Again. Been down one time, been down two times. Never going back again. It's a weird color. I like that. Just a little while. Take just a little while. Guys, look at you. You see things in a different way. About tomorrow, don't stop. Yeah. I forgot that I added those little ones in there. Those are cute. Thumbnail size. So this obviously needs more work, a lot more work. However, it's 4 o'clock. You guys have suffered enough. So I may be back this evening. I was able to stand the whole time and back felt great, so that's cool. I'll definitely be on this tomorrow, but I may be back this evening. If I get an answer, about the website thing, then whether to add the website to the artists and dealers and whatnot, that may be what I do. Although maybe I'll do that offline and just kind of show you the results, because that's probably going to be pretty fucking tedious. So that's probably a better idea. I have to change the color of this because it's matched on this painting. It'll all be kind of in lavenders or something. I don't know. Anyway, and then this is going to be a lot. I'm trying to set up a data merge for it. To less success so far. But yeah, and then we'll get on to the guest of honor pages as they come in. And then I'm going to try to do something cool for the land acknowledgement thing. I don't know the super details of the hierarchy of the native tribes around here. I'm not sure. Down where I live, I'm in south of Seattle, and we have Puyallup Reservation is right up the road. I don't know if they fall under the Muckleshoot, if that's like a larger umbrella or not. I know there was a bunch of little ones, and then up north there was the Tulalip Reservation. So see if I can find whatever. I mean, they're kind of acknowledging all the land, but maybe there's something specific for where the convention is, which is SeaTac area, that I can find something to add to the page or something. So anyway, all right. Thanks everybody again for watching, and take care. Don't stop believing.